Oh, how you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody's getting it for you. What's going on, people? Okay, this video is a very different video, a more different video than I normally do. This is a video about Trayvon Martin, a black guy who was murdered and killed by Zimmerman, allegedly. Well, not allegedly, but I have to say it for other reasons. Okay, I took the hoodie off. The hoodie represented Trayvon Martin in reference to him being murdered. Now, I try to stay away from these type of issues and stuff like that because I really don't know the facts, but the facts are starting to come out. And this is my problem I have with this whole Trayvon Martin thing. Okay, you are a security guard. You are not a cop. You're not an officer. That's like me deciding that one day I decide I'm going to be a cop. I'm going to be a security guard. I'm going to go get me a gun. And I'm going to go around and hunt down criminals. We pay our taxes for these cops out here to do what they do. And 9 times out of 10, they're doing other things besides that. But we're not on that right now. So the simple fact of the matter, this guy who is like a security help basically around the apartment complex and stuff like that spotted a black boy that was walking with some candy and a juice, Skittles. And he had a hoodie on, allegedly. That's what basically he had on his head. Because no one can really tell what he had on his head or had not on his head, but due to the fact of the matter, that's what they're probably going to say to make it look more like a criminal. Anyway, that's what I get from it. Anyway, that being said, okay, he felt as though he may be someone that been reporting a lot of robberies, whatever the case may be, and stuff like that. Okay, this is my problem I have with this. Even if this young man was out there doing something wrong, which I don't believe he was, sometimes your skin is just wrong when it comes upon the wrong person. And we know racism does exist within the world. It is what it is. Let's call the thing a thing. I don't want to get into the racism thing. Anyway, so this guy get in contact with the cops and let them know that he's following. The cops says, do not pursue, do not pursue. We will take care of it. Trayvon, as a young black guy, and I know how it must be because I've been followed home by people as well. We do not go directly home because we're scared they're going to find out where we live at. And they're going to kill us. Or they're going to try to do something to us. So the young boy was scared and everything. He asked him, why are you following me? Why are you following me? And then the Zimmerman sits up there. And he basically jumps on the boy. And the boy is scared for his life. He's screaming. He's howling. He's trying to get people out there in the complex, somebody to hear him holler. Now the one with the aggressive is with the gun. Basically, you're the one who's pursuing him. So you're the one who's out there to commit murder. Because what was he going to do? Pour soda on you and some pour juice and Skittles on you? I mean, come on now. You only have Skittles. Okay, let's just talk about something like this. Why didn't you taser him? Why didn't you take off your belt and give him a spanking? You're a grown man. Why didn't you just sit up there and ask him what was he doing? Why didn't you just sit up there and let him know you came at him aggressively and you killed him? And we're sitting up here having a trial about a young boy heading home and he's being murdered. He was murdered, not being murdered. He was murdered. And the simple fact of the matter, we're having a trial about this. Now, let's just flip this around a little bit. Suppose I just got a gun, and I went into the white area, and I saw someone that looked suspicious. We'll just say an old boss that I used to work with, and I saw him, but it really wasn't my boss. So I walked up to him, I said, well, what are you doing in this area? And my boss, and the man says, what do you mean? I said, you're getting aggressive, you're getting smart. What do you mean, what do I mean? Then I come up on him, and I shoot him. What makes what I do right? What makes what he did right? I just walked up on a man and I just killed him for no fucking reason at all because I thought it was someone else or something else. And the simple fact of the matter, man had nothing to do with what was in my mind, what I was thinking that the preceding thing I had activated in my head and had actually going when I saw the person. I just killed the man for no fucking reason. Would it be on trial? Would I be on trial? Would I be the kind of person who sit back saying, well, I didn't do it? Or would I be the kind of person I was defending myself? I attacked that man. That man did not attack me. I would have put to that man did not come up to me. Aggressive. I killed someone. But who gives a fuck? Because, don't say it, Raven. But I'm going to say it anyway, and I don't give a fuck. If you're offended, get over it. Because when you white, you right, and when you black, you get back. And the simple fact of the matter is not a racist, but it's just realism. Because anybody in no shade, I'm going to say it. I know you may not like it. I may lose followers. I don't give a fuck. You should be off of it if you can't deal with it. Because when you white and you got a nice motherfucking car driving down a fucking street, your parents, you're rich, you must have went to college. When you black, you got a nice fucking car. You're pulled over. You're a drug dealer. You must have stole it. It must be someone else's. You got to come out your car. You got to put your arms against your fucking car. And you got to be frisked. Now, if you don't live this fucking lifestyle, you may say, well, it doesn't happen. It happens. Like, I don't give a fuck where you are. Oh, you must be in the suburban area. That's the white area, which is called the good area. When you're in the black area, oh, you're in the depressed area. That's where they commit a lot of crimes. Because they're black people. That's what they do. That's why we put a liquor store on their corner. We figure we get them fucking drunk the fuck up. And this way, they could all kill each other and kill themselves. I've been in suburban areas. I've been in areas and stuff like that, where the Chinese restaurants and stuff like that, you can just walk in and talk. In the black areas, they got bulletproof this, bulletproof that. Oh, well, black people commit crime, but white people don't. It's not even a race issue where I'm going here, but the simple fact of the matter is that this man went upon this boy and he killed him. And everybody's saying, well, he's getting money, he's getting this, he's getting that, because it was a black boy. But when you wrong, you are wrong. It was a man who went inside of a woman's house and broke inside of a house, a black man, a burglary, and beat the woman. They should throw that motherfucker under the jail after they whoop his ass thoroughly. That's the kind of motherfucker that should have got and I'm not condoning violence, but that bitch should have got a gun. You coming into my motherfucking house, that's an aggressor. That's the aggressor. Why the fuck is we not sitting up here saying, well, maybe he was lost? He was the aggressor. He's black. That bitch is under the jail. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. And I'm not taking away from that woman because that was a fucking nightmare for her. My heart goes out to her because I hate people like him. And I'm 100,000% on her side. But I'm just saying. And it's the same thing should be with Zimmerman. When it comes down to that little boy, you could have tasered him. You could have stun gunned him. You could have done a lot of motherfucking things. But you killed him. Because you felt it wasn't a big deal. I killed the black one. Yay. And it's no shade. It's not racism. But my thing is I deal with facts and I deal with what I see. And I really don't talk about it. If you're a freaky fucking bitch and you come on my page about something, well, you don't know the facts. Bitch, I know the facts, motherfucker. I'm living it. Anyway, that being said. I had to get out my system. I didn't want to do it, but I did it. Anyway, I want to thank you all new people. I want to thank you all old people. And I want to thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. And I want to let you know that's just my opinion. That's how I feel. And I'm entitled to that. It's the Fifth Amendment. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And you do you. You do you the best way you can. And if nobody don't like it, then fuck them.